Uh, I would say hello, fellow diamond painters, but DP Crazy Lady today is starting cross stitch. It is 4:38 p.m. It's still 23rd, it's still Monday, and it's still 2023. I'm going to do as quick as possible get this together because I'm going to eat supper, but I'm going to at least try and show you how I start. Basically well, first off, every time I tell them to send me, when they send me a kit, to enlarge the pattern because of my poor eyesight. I won't show you the pattern, but I'll show you how big they enlarge it. Well, you can't even get it on the screen. It goes all the way across here, up. So I have them really enlarge it. And then I cut it to fit, tape it together, fold it to the area that I'm getting ready to, going to say diamond paint, cross stitch. And then I put it on a clipboard, and I do mark my charts. I mark off what I've stitched on the paper. That way I know where I'm at. Okay, the piece of material you see here, this particular cross stitch is done on black Aida. So, nothing on it, nothing whatsoever. Okay, other people, will start in the left corner, right corner, whatever. I start in the center. And my way of finding the center, which is probably totally different than anybody else, but I fold the material, and then I fold it again until it's basically somewhat even. And I know that the corner is there somewhere. So I use my magnifier and see if you may not see me in there. Okay, let's see. It's hard for me to see sometimes. And then I just place my pin just about in the corner. Just about in the corner. And, whoops. And that way I know that's pretty much the center of the fabric. Then I can take my magnifier, and I have a better magnifier here. I just have to hook it up to my pole lamp. This is just a smaller version. And so then I take this magnifier and I pull it out, knowing that that's basically where the center is. And then I place it in a square. I'll have to see if that's exactly right once I get the other magnifier on. And what I finally decided to try and do, I was looking for one, those Lite-Brite, well, some of you that are older, I think they're called Lite-Brites. I was looking for one in a Goodwill or someone's throwing one out, whatever, that I could sit on the floor. It doesn't need to have the lights in it, just or the little pegs and all that crap. And you set it on the floor with a bulb in it, and it comes upward. So when I set my material on my stand, which I'll show you in a minute, the light will shine through the fabric. But what I found that might work, and I'm going to give that a shot later, is I've got my smaller light board, a smaller one. And I have a tiny table here that I can set it on it. And when my cross-stitching system is above it, the light should be enough up underneath that you'll be able to see right through this material, like with a light shining through. Because in order to be able to you know, cross stitch, you have to be able to see the squares. And it's almost impossible to see them until you get started. Looks just like a dish towel, doesn't it? But there are squares in here. So, all right, that is how I start that. Then, let's see, if I put you on pause, I don't know how long this will stay on pause. I've never done this before, showing anything. So let's see if I move this out. Okay, my dirty, messy rug, bad carpet. Let's see. Okay. This is what is called a System 4. Doesn't look like much. This is the kind of stand that I use. Okay, and it's dusty because it's been under my bed. But I unscrew from here. It's been on here tight. And then you lower it. I would put it at the angle that I want. I won't know that positively until I sit down and adjust everything. But I'm just going to show you the basics of it. So that is what they call System 4. That's part of it. And I got to remember how to put this on again because it's been quite a while since I've used it. I'll have to change the rods. Okay, this is the other part. These rods are on here that I put on from using before, but boy, is this thing dusty. Okay, so you attach here. There is teeth on here and teeth on here. You have to make sure those are lined and sitting in. And then, like I said, then you can adjust the levels that you want. Okay. It's called a System 4. So it is good. I really like it. Now I can adjust it up. I'll probably end up lowering it down. All right. These rods that are on here, and you can't see. Okay. Here we go. These rods that are on here are not wide enough for that particular piece of material. So what I would end up doing is unscrewing from either end. This will expand out. Let's get these off here. It's adjustable. This is the smaller, what they call the head. This is the smaller head. I have a larger one that holds long rods. That if I had a bigger cross stitch to do, it would hold, at least a 3 foot or 40 some odd inch width. So let's see here. All right. So what happens is that as you pull this out, and it's stiff, like I said, it's been a while. As you pull it out, the rods come out. And I know you can't see this very good. I apologize. I am so sorry. But they come out. And you see as it extends, and then it will go back in. So the rods that I will have to use are these ones because they're a little longer. And all I would do is slide these in here. I have to extend this a second. Oops. Okay, I'm good. I've got it too far out. Well, anyway, okay, that's what I would do with that. Like I said, I'm not good at this. Oh, I just dropped. Oh, sorry. That is basically how I get those on there. Come on, tighten. I'm going to have to. You can't grease this thing. If you grease it, you're going to get it on your material and stuff. So it's something you have to have a little bit of strength to. Okay, there's one. All right, that'll work. And then I put my second one up. You put it at whatever level you want, whatever height. And then you just push it together. They're on. You can see that they're on there, and then you just put the screws on. Okay, this is called the Velcro system. Because they used to have it where you had to whip stitch your material onto it, or they had ones that you slid the piece of material in like you do like on a pool noodle, and they were always coming loose. Pain in butt. Okay, so I'll show you what happens next to the piece of material, and then once I do that, then I will probably get off here and you know, see what else is going on with my dinner. And let's see, can you see? Oh, this is going to be awful. You guys asked for this, and I'm not not a pro, so it's going to work the only way it can work, which is, excuse me, half-assed, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, this is a hook and loop mounting system. Okay, these are for fabric. The ones that are on the rods are for rods. That's what it'll say. So, they can be split here because they're already cut. I would measure out, well, I'd lay it out. I'd lay out the width of this Velcro. Oops. Okay, and then I cut it. And where did my scissors go? Oh, good heavens. They were right here. Well, you son of a gun. I just had them. There they are. See? I am so unorganized. I'm surprised I ever get anything done. Diamond painting or cross stitch. But you just lay it out. And then I will cut it. Okay. Now this is the front facing, the part that I'm going to cross stitch on. So I flip it over. And then I take this and you, alright, come on, yeah, that's sticky. It's, oh, this has been in the cupboard for so long. I hope it's going to work. I hope it didn't melt. This stuff is not cheap. Not by a long shot. Oh, great. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then you just place it on the very edge of the material. And stick it down. And this can be removed. It will eventually come off. They always cut this material bigger than what I need, so they just trim it on their own. So, and this, let's see, the size of this is, it's on 14 count black Aida. It is 10 and 3/8 inches wide and 13 and 3/8 inches high. That's the size of this one. So, next piece. So that once this is on, all I have to do is Velcro to the rods, and I just roll it tight, roll it to the position where I'm starting my first stitch, and there you go. It's really rather easy. At least this is the way I do it. I'm sure there are other people that put them in hoops. Some of them freehand it where they can just hold it like this, and they just cross stitch. I cannot do that. I can't do it. It hurts my hands, and I double stitch. One hand is on the bottom, one's on the top, and I just in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And that's the way I cross stitch. If I could use two hands on my diamond painting, I would, but I can't. So, I don't know what else to show you at the moment. I want to get my supper. It's close to 5 o'clock. Oh, sorry for the crinkle noise. I wanted to at least show you my basic, setup. I can show you whoops, I just dropped the floss. I can show you the colors that'll be going on this particular chart, this particular pattern. Here you go. These are the colors. There's neon blues, there's the purple. These are all the same colors. The numbers on everything are the same as what's in your diamond painting. You got 552, you have 550, which a lot of you have used, and I know V would know it. Here's some more purples, 554, 917. You have 947, which is one of the colors I just used in the festive fireplace, which was this color. It was 741. All these colors. Here's your black and then your white. All of them. 472. It's what your, your drills look like. There's your colors. So, I know Becky said something about, could you show putting in, the first stitch? I would. The only issue I have with that is I don't have my light set up yet to be able to see up underneath, so I make sure I'm right at the square I need to be at. So maybe once I get started, I can show you a little bit of a few stitches that I put in, because you won't be able to tell what it is anyway when you first start out. So I just thought I could at least show you this. I know it was kind of hurried. I'm sorry. The needles I use, I either pick up one of the gold needles that I have, which it's just plated. It wears off after, but I like the way it feels. Or a silver needle. I don't remember the sizes of them. They're 24. This one is, this isn't the petite needle, but I have a needle that's about half this size, half this length, which I really like using, but my hands have gotten so stiff that it's getting hard to use a small one. I just have them all sitting here in case I need them. This thing here I have had for 40 years. You can't wash it. I tried washing it and cleaning it. It's old. I use it to, you dump your threads in it. and I hang it up on the edge of my bed where I sit, and it's what I use. And once I hook it up, this is my it attaches to my pole lamp. This is the bigger magnifier that I have, and it attaches. It screws right down into it, and then I can tip it and bend it over to where I need it. The smaller one, it works. The only issue is it's my eyes have gotten worse, or it's gotten worse. I don't know which. I can't see as well with it. Let's see. Oh, and this is black material, so I don't know if I'll be using them or not. But I have these. These are called scroll covers, rod covers. If you're working on a piece of material and your hands roll on it, it may rest against your belly or your chest when you've got the thing on. To prevent it from getting dirty, once you've got the rods on there, you slide this. They just go from on the hole, through the hole like this, and you put it on, and it protects the ends. And I have 3 or 4 different sizes of those. This is the little box that I use. This has the other ones in it that I use. This I pin to my chest, and I keep my little stork scissors. That's what I use to cut my floss with. This I have to get a new one because it broke. I attach this to the clipboard, and this is a pencil, and I use it to mark my chart. Little clips, use it just to hold the chart onto the clipboard. This is some Thread Heaven, which is a conditioner for the thread. If you don't want to lick it, or it's it's not sliding through the needle, very good stuff. You just run it through this stuff. It's the same thing as using maybe beeswax. And I keep my eraser there because in case I mess up on the fabric and I look back on my chart, I can at least erase part of it to see where, if I made a mistake. I had some other floss in here from before. So that's, and then I, just keep the floss in here. So everything is right where I can find it as I cross stitch. So I don't know what else to show you. I can ask them if I'm allowed to show you the color picture of the thing. I will check with them tomorrow morning, and they'll let me know through email before I leave here to take Sonia to her doctor appointment. As soon as I get to it, I think all my color charts and stuff from previous paintings are under my bed, and I think I know what box they're in, so I have to go through them. They may even be out in the living room on my other end table where I keep my manila folders. So well, I'm going to get off here. That's 24 minutes of just babble. If you have any questions, and and I didn't make everything cohesive or coherent, let me know and I'll try and answer it. Once I'm done with this, I always wash it before I send it back to them too. So, in case of pet hair and dandruff in my hair, everything, So, I hope to get this thing started and done as soon as possible. So I'll probably be putting in some stitches in it tonight. I'll let y'all know tomorrow when I do an update on my daughter, and you know, what I've gotten done so far, and maybe show you, like I said, some other ones that I have stitched in the past. So, have a good one. Gonna get my supper. I'm hungry. Hugs to you all. DP Crazy Lady and Cross Stitch Lady. I'm out of here now. Bye-bye.